going on, you guys? It's Chris. Now, I've been in the real estate business for 23, maybe 24 years. 24 years this year, man. It's crazy. And I can't even tell you the number of times that a buyer has asked me for this phrase of a product. I'm looking for like 2 to 10 acres, right? I want to be 15, 20 minutes from town. I need a little bit of topography, right? Maybe some trees would be nice. I don't want to be the first house on the block. Dirt roads are okay as long as they're well maintained. I want to have like a well from a water source. I really like to have a septic system. Gravity would be awesome, right? So my system doesn't have to work on electricity or power, right? Creek in the back or something like that, a little stream would be really cool. I'd really like that to help me out. I plan to do gardening or maybe get a pig or two or some chickens, right? Nothing major, but some chickens. I'll tell you what, man, that conversation has likely happened at least 1,000 times in my career. Probably, honestly, more than that. I bet I hear that hope, dream, and desire probably, at least 50 or 100 times a year, right? Like, it's common. And there's some years, like coming out of COVID, where that conversation happened, like every day for months, right? And it's because people start to realize the things that they need and want at their home, right? And for some people, sidewalks and cul-de-sacs and park down the road and stuff is exactly what they need for their time and their space in life, where they have an effort, right? But for others, they're looking at, okay, what gives me the sense of security and the ability on the property that I own to be independent, right? And that conversation, man, it's always more expensive than someone expected. And I'll tell you why. Because it's not wrong. In fact, it's a great thing that you're coming to this conversation. It's just you're late coming to this conversation. And typically, when you come late to a conversation like that, it hurts. And this one hurts financially. Because there are hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people that have come to this realization that that is important to them earlier than you have. Which is okay. It is all right. It simply will cost you. Now, there's a couple of properties coming up that are 5+ acres that have a lot of the work taken care of for them. That it is little topography rich. It is well or septic. It is treed and partially cleared. And so if those are types of properties that you're looking for, give us a call. Seriously. Because we can help you build that next dream. And another thing, if you're looking for something right now that's already built, you're going to be paying a premium, right? If you're going to be building a house or buying a house that's built with a shop, a detached, like everybody wants a detached shop or something, use a dog run or what already done for them. But those are expensive today in our local area. And not saying that you shouldn't spend that kind of money, but just be aware that those things have a value, just like they have a value to you. One of the things I would say to look for, if you're out there and you're looking for properties that will match your dream, I would almost look, again, this has happened a couple times in real estate history, right, where this is where I would focus my effort and time. I would look at like old manufactured homes, right? So if you find listings that have a 2 to 5 acre piece of property and they have a house that like the early 80s manufactured home on it, early 90s, right? Now that home likely isn't the top quality you're looking for if you're looking at buying a new house. But during that time, that era, there was a lot of vacant land over it, right? It was all available. It was really nice. And it was really easy to pull a manufactured home onto it, right? It was flat land, typically. Access to it was pretty simple. And it was not a high cost to do that type of construction compared to building a home during those 80s and 90s. And it was very popular. And so those properties are beautiful. Honestly, today it's really hard to find nice properties, so they're building houses with unique foundations or into a hillside or topography issues, right? Because the lots and property have sold up between that era and now. And so if you're looking at something that is the right kind of land and you can't find that vacant land to build on, like I said, there's some out there. They're really nice. I used to be a vacant land only guy, so I walked, probably a quarter, if not a third of the parcels in Mason County, right? if you're looking for something, maybe it works best for your scenario to go look at some older, lower cost manufactured home, because they also had a tendency to have really nice detached garages or shops on the property, because those units were not made with a garage. And so maybe they have a beautiful detached steel barn or shop, garage, right? And you can look into a building of your home if that home isn't what you want, right? But likely, very likely, like an 80% chance, those older manufactured homes were placed on beautiful, beautiful property. I know, it's weird. Crossing multiple lines. Farmer, realtor. Have a great day, guys. Call me if you need.